love that PlayStation intro. Hi, I'm Dan.
Hi, I'm Alex.
And this is the All of the Star Wars Video Games podcast show, whatever it is. Whatever YouTube wants to call it. Let's play. 2. And each episode we play 1 hour of every Star Wars game in existence. And today we're playing Rebel Assault 2. What's the subtitle on that?
The Hidden Empire.
The Hidden Empire. This game came out in 1995, and this is one of the games that made me want to do this whole show, because this is such a fascinating both piece of Star Wars, because this was the first time anybody made any live-action Star Wars footage since Return of the Jedi. The prequels weren't out yet. None of that was out yet. But it's also such a weird game. Like, my brother had this game for his PlayStation. I always played his PlayStation. And I played this all the time, but I can't tell you if I actually liked it or not. So I really wanted to come back and explore it again. This game is kind of notoriously bad. It's been on a lot of like worst of lists, but also you can go on YouTube now and find footage from this game. Like you can
I know.
Like people watch the footage from this game.
Because I've never actually played it before.
Yeah, I'm turning this down. We're gonna get content matched out the wazoo on this game.
Fair enough. Yeah, I've never actually played this game, but the cutscenes are pretty famous.
They're famous. I mean, this is a 2-disc game. This is 96 is when this version was released. PC version was 95. There are 2 discs, and almost all of that is just video footage. Like, the game probably takes, like, a few megabytes.
Yeah.
But everything else is just video footage. And that's what PlayStation was. So, early CD games, like the Sega CD, was famous for having, like, you know, Night Trap. Like, all the games that were, you know, video. Like, they put, like, oh, you get interactive movies, essentially, rather than games. And this was kind of feels like the pinnacle of that movement. Like, this game is more movie than game in a lot of ways. Like, the actual gameplay is very basic. This is like a rail shooter.
Yeah.
But this game is all video. Like, when you look at, like, you know, when you look at the N64 games or even later PS1 games, they look nothing like this. This is very much early PS1. Like, this is when they were pushing this system to do what they thought was what was going to make it popular.
Yeah.
They'll be ready.
Here we go. We got.
Carry on.
This is the opening cutscene of the game that plays when you start it up.
Love the feet pics. So the Rebel Assault. I was doing some research. The Rebel Assault games 1 and 2. Is there a third one?
I don't think so. The first one was for Sega CD and PC.
Gotcha. Well, so they take place in an alternate universe where Luke Skywalker didn't blow up the Death Star, but Rookie 1, the main character, blew up the Death Star.
What?
Yeah.
Very well.
I'm not. Maybe that's.
Is that in the first game?
I don't know. I haven't played the first one.
What a strange.
Yeah.
That doesn't.
The first one takes place during the events of A New Hope.
Okay.
Like chronologically,
And,
but I don't think.
But like without Luke Skywalker.
But I think he is like it's an alternate universe where he's Luke Skywalker's character, which I guess explains R2-D2 being in his ship and also all the other ships in there.
Sector secure. Let's take one more.
But you know, you do what you can.
Yeah.
And I love the Return of the Jedi helmets.
Let's make it quick.
Well, that's the thing is confusing because we have B-Wings. Like the first mission you're going to see, we're in B-Wings,
Yeah.
which is Return of the Jedi era spacecraft.
Yeah, that was the first introduced in the first.
So
Return of the Jedi.
this game is somewhere between The New Hope and Return of the Jedi, but I'm not sure exactly where.
I think it takes place after the Battle of Hoth.
Okay.
After they blew up the shield generator.
Yeah.
But yeah, so apparently, they're in the Outer Rim, and they're in the I was reading it's the Drayton Triangle, which is kind of like the Bermuda Triangle of Star Wars, where.
And is that in any other Star Wars stuff, or is that just this game?
No, so some of the lore kind of passes on to other stuff, like Clone Wars.
I love
TV show.
this general. This is like the
He's
best
great.
part
He's
of
great.
this stuff.
He's like
He's very clearly actually talking to Darth Vader, not just a random guy on a green screen.
no, he's on a ship for sure.
Now, this Darth Vader, I would believe, was shot for this, because his neck is not looking great.
Also,
That's- This is not the best Darth Vader outfit I've seen. But there will be later Darth Vader shots that we'll see that are very clearly just taken
from the
footage from the movies put into this.
Yeah.
So, Triton Triangle.
Oh yeah,
we're
yeah.
talking
So,
about
so,
it, yeah.
so basically, the story in this game is.
By the way, we are playing on easy because this game was notoriously considered too easy, but some of the levels are like impossible without playing easy. And I think that's a difference between the PC and the PlayStation version.
Yeah.
Because mostly you're just battling against the controls. But yeah, we're gonna play easy just so I can actually get through the levels without having to play a bunch of times.
Fair enough.
Oh yeah, so yeah, Trident Triangle.
So
Tell me all about it.
I'm not hugely schooled in.
You're the Star Wars
Legend-
expert.
well,
You have to
Legend
pretend
specifically.
that you're schooled in it.
Well, I know bits and pieces, and I did some research to kind of fill in those gaps. But basically, the story behind this is that there's some ghost ships in this Trident Triangle, and
Can't make it out, Commander.
and
Oh, this is
Haley,
the
vessel,
distress
repeat your
signal.
message. We read you, but you're breaking up.
Repeat. This cargo vessel Corellia Star.
That looks like someone else, right? It's not just my imagination. That looks like an actor. David Schwimmer, maybe?
Yeah, that's right. This was right after they filmed the first season of Friends. He
Destroy Alliance.
Repeat your message, Corellia.
He does not seem to pick up on the urgency of it. He's like,
he's like, what's going on? Yeah, so he's basically they're reporting that there's some there's a secret Imperial project about they're basically turning some TIE fighters into cloaked ships. They're called Phantom TIE fighters.
We don't know that yet.
We don't know that yet.
We don't know that yet, though, in the story.
But basically, this like section of space is home to these crystals called like Stygium or something. Stygium.
Always about the crystals.
It's always some crystals powering something else. But
What's the crystals on the
so
island?
basically-
Chaos Emeralds.
basically, like this little section of space is home to these planets, or one specific planet that is home to these crystals called like Stygium or Stygium. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it allows for if you
Ubutamia.
yeah.
What's the avatar? Vibratanium.
No.
I thought it was Ubotanium.
Unobtainium or whatever. It's hard to obtain.
So good.
No, yeah. So it's home to these crystals, but apparently in the Clone Wars, according to this game, all the crystals were used up by both sides in the conflict. But at the time they didn't really know what the conflict was. They hadn't really mapped that out. Because I think he like started writing Episode 1 when probably the year this game came out. But yeah, basically those are all used up, and so the guy that's in charge of this like new secret Imperial project for cloaking ships was trying to make a kind of synthetic version of these crystals, but they didn't work out. So he ended up just blowing up a planet in order to get these crystals again. And so that's what this whole thing is about, I guess. But
Okay.
But they're apparently.
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying that it's called the Triton Triangle, which is like the Bermuda Triangle of the Star Wars universe, where it's like apparently a bunch of like pirate ships and stuff. There's like they say it's haunted, and like
Okay.
a lot of pirate ships get these crystals and shoot down ships, and I don't know.
So this, we're in the actual game now, and as you can see, basically there's two modes that this game exists in. It's either you're flying a ship shooting, but you can't actually control where your ship goes. There's like, you can go into piloting mode and like shooting mode, and then there's like being a person with a little gun shooting, which is what the next chapter is going to be. And that's basically the whole game. But the problem is, when you're in a ship, you never actually get to control where you go. You're on rails the whole time, so you kind of like influence the ship slightly in a direction,
Yeah.
but you can never like
You can't really manipulate it too far,
control,
yeah.
I've also got a funny feeling about.
So here we got another your
Yeah.
favorite. It's a desert planet.
Is it desert planet?
Yeah, apparently.
Maybe it's true what they say.
Now don't start telling me any Phantom Fighter tales. Jeez. You
It's foreshadowing.
Yeah.
You here.
Wait, I've got a fix on an emergency distress beacon. It's on a civilian channel. It might be the Corellia.
Man, this is like 90s CGI. This has probably looked amazing at the time, but this is... I think it's kind of saved by the fact that it's standard definition video, like sub-standard definition video. It's like VHS quality. Oh man, look at that desert. I love
Going down!
90s CGI so much.
I love just the mix of CGI and live action.
Yeah.
It's like just make a panel. I don't know. I don't know what you have to.
Man, I didn't have
computer
budget.
generate.
I don't know. But yeah, this is like very. I mean, this was '95, so this is still like. This is not like the later '90s. This was early '90s when this was developed.
Yeah.
This makes me want to play like Myst. Yeah, like look at his shadow.
I love those footprints.
Yeah. Well, there's one set of footprints, and he carried us.
Yeah.
Is he so he's this universe Luke Skywalker.
So his name is Rookie One, I guess is the character.
I didn't know they were, oh my goodness.
That's amazing.
I want that as a wallpaper.
Stay alert. Since it's trying to report shit going down in this sector, they probably didn't survive, but you never know. Yeah, right.
We're gonna watch this guy single-handedly take on the whole Empire.
Yeah, so
Man,
he's this universe.
If you
is
watch
Luke
like
Skywalker.
where his feet land, it's so disorienting. They get it mostly right, but it's all right. This is now I'm gonna have to mow down a bunch of these guys. So this is like the cover shooter portion. These guys never get the
man.
idea though. There we go. It's very difficult to control because you're using a D-pad to move around a cursor. To where like if this was PC, I could see why it would be super easy.
Yeah.
But man, when you see him run, you can see the green screen reflecting off of his outfit. I mean, honestly though, for the 90s, like there's
not
nothing
bad.
else that looks like this. Like as far as graphics go, like you think about like those N64 games, how like this looks photorealistic
I like
compared
this-
to
yeah.
a lot of what's out there for even
Yeah.
many years after this. But it's also no fun to play at all.
I like the score counter. Does that come into play at all?
Well, you can get a high score.
I guess that's true.
I love like
The sound design's
every
incredible.
every like you're walking places. You gotta wait for it to load.
Yeah.
Now, since the version we're playing loads much faster than the original
How long does it originally take to? How long the quiet moments?
PlayStation took forever for anything to load.
Yeah.
Remember, you're loading like video clips.
Yeah, that's true. This
Well, see that guy gets absorbed by the wires. Watch them when they get shot. They fall and
yeah.
that's like gruesome.
It does have a warning on the back of the game. Animated violence.
I think that's every video game in existence. Look at that. Sucked right into the electric. This is pretty fun. The when you in the pause screen,
you get the little 35
like,
millimeter.
film strip. It's just like a real movie. I
Yeah.
wonder how much of this was like. I mean, I don't know how much. I don't think George Lucas was like that involved in this, but this is definitely like
Yeah.
them testing the waters. Like, do we make more Star Wars
Yeah.
stuff? Like.
It said special. I think it said special thanks to George Lucas in the the top credits, but I know he just hated all of the expanded universe stuff.
Really?
Yeah, he's not a fan of it because it is very like it turned very sci-fi, you know, like once they went into like the legend stuff after the original trilogy. Like this is such a Star Trek plot.
Yeah. I love this little ship that goes by. Ah, so good.
They even have tricorders for Star Trek fans out there.
It's right in front of him, and yet he's still like, oh boy.
That's
look
a
at
great
it.
POV shot though.
Yeah.
So that's not the Millennium Falcon.
No, this isn't. This is a different ship.
It's a different YT model
Yeah.
freighter.
Which, from playing TIE Fighter, I know that's a common type of ship. The Corellian transport.
Corellian transports are, yeah.
And you do not want to fight one, because they can shoot in any direction, and they will mess you up. So this is now, we're moving on to the part of the game that if you're not playing on easy on PlayStation, you cannot beat
It gets hard,
because
yeah.
you can't control where the ship goes. So you have to literally memorize like which direction to nudge the ship as it goes down this like tight corridor.
How many times did it take you to?
I played this a ton on I played for years without beating it, but like there's just so like that I didn't control it going down. The game just forced the ship to go down. So like it'll just suddenly drop and you have to like stop it from dropping.
Yeah.
So you just have to kind of like be constantly nudging it towards the middle. It almost feels like a fishing mini game. Oh gosh, this is so stressful.
Oh my God.
This part always gets me. Oh, God. Like, I'm not controlling which direction it's going. It's sinking. It's going up. And it always tries to veer in the direction you don't want it to go. My palms are, like, sweating playing this. I hate this so much. I would already be dead in the normal difficulty.
In the normal difficulty, does it still do the same thing where like it makes the ship go?
Yeah, it does it even, but like
even
it does,
more?
It just all it is like you take more damage.
Is it faster at all?
No.
No. Did you make it? Nice. First try. Not bad.
I practiced that one.
Yeah.
But like that's half the game. Half the game is levels like that.
Yeah.
All right, now we're in a shooter, and also half of the game's controls are reversed and half aren't. So when you're in the cockpit, this is not. Also, you kind of influence the direction of your ship when you're in this mode, but you really don't. So it's really hard to tell. Like you're basically like watching a video with some interactive elements. And it is. Also, typically there's a lot of Star Wars music playing in this in these sequences, which I have turned off just so we don't get content match. But that's most of my experience with Star Wars music comes from video games, and the music is like kind of one of the best parts of it because PlayStation could have CD quality music. So like the music in this game is great. Like it's pretty impressive.
Is it? It is just like from the movies.
Yeah, it's just generally the score. Yeah.
Which I add so much because this could be anything, right? But like,
yeah,
when there's Star Wars music involved, it's a lot more immersive. You feel like you're in the universe.
But yeah, I mean, if you don't know what it's like to play, like this looks incredible for '95. Like 1995, there was, unless you did video, this was like how things looked.
Yeah.
Or things didn't look this good unless you did video.
Yeah.
Which is why I think people thought this was the future. And it very much, I mean, now we can do actual real-time graphics that look way better than this, but like that's unimaginable CGI at the time.
Yeah.
Got away with it. Flight errors. Thank you.
16.
Thank you.
Is that just
Flight
like
errors? I don't honestly. I
Is it
don't
just
know how it
bumping into
calculates
stuff,
that.
or-
Yeah.
Here we go. Here we go.
Some CGI.
Big Daddy Vader?
Yeah. Now we're getting content matched again.
Yeah.
Yep. So this is definitely part of the movie where we get a little bit of footage that's stolen from.
Yeah.
This part isn't, but you'll know it when you see it.
I love the Superstar Destroyers.
Yeah, I love those as a kid too.
Yeah. we know that.
Something
where that's
looks
from.
different about this scene than the other ones. And they cut him into it.
Oh, they replaced Piet.
Report, Admiral Song. I trust the operation is proceeding as planned.
Yes, Lord Vader. The field tests have been completed. In 12 hours of
He moves his mouth so much more than like the words coming out.
Yeah. Is this like ADR?
Then I will look forward to witnessing.
I think it's just super compressed and like edited. It probably is like all off from. I mean, this feels like what I would have imagined a 90s Star Wars TV show to be like. Like, this is
That's
what the
actually-
level of production of
Yeah.
a 90s Star Wars TV show.
From the Corellian cargo vessel. We can now replay the full distress message sent from
It's-
the pilot during the attack. If you'll observe.
Like, this feels like something to be on Sci-Fi Channel. Oh, David Schwimmer's back.
Oh, Rachel!
They're processing iridium ore to fuel some new weapon. Whatever it is, Darth Vader intends to use it to destroy the Alliance. Hurry, Rebel Patrol. We haven't much time.
Oh, I think he's wearing like the.
A man just died, Alex. They really don't care, though. They're like, whatever.
Yeah, they're like, okay, anyway.
I don't know who the actors are in it. God bless them. But it does feel like they like looked around the dev office and they're like, who's always wanted to be in a Star Wars movie?
Yeah.
They're like, I do.
You
Like,
don't really need any more than that, though, right? And like,
You kind of do.
well, I mean, maybe.
in the
maybe
next
for,
few
like,
missions, we're gonna see some people that are just like,
Oh, okay.
these are just some guy. Like, it's
Yeah.
like you.
Strike team.
Oh, I love this
Rascal
guy.
1. Check in. Rascal 2,
He definitely
standing by.
strikes me as someone who's just always wanted to be a Star Wars pilot.
Good. Keep information. The perimeter is littered with beryllium mines. We'll have to
So-
wind our way through the asteroids and blast any mines we encounter.
Is behind him also CG?
No, I think they have real cockpits that they're shooting in. Because that's probably like the easiest thing to build is a cockpit
Yeah.
for someone to sit in.
Those asteroids look pretty good, actually.
Do they?
I think so. Well, not anymore. But...
So this is... I can't tell how much I have control of... So I can't switch...
So those are the mines.
Yeah.
Beryllium, I think they're called. Beryllium mines.
I don't know how much control I have over my ship, like, as far as, like, piloting it, beyond, like, shooting things. I think there is some, like, you need the cursor in a part of the screen to not get hit by the asteroid.
Yeah.
But it's very unintuitive, because typically when you're in a rail shooter like this, your cursor doesn't do much. And obviously you need to be, like, in a different part of frame to... This is such a hard... I wish I had a mouse for this. And this is also PlayStation before the dual analog sticks
Yeah.
were a thing. So you are using your D-pad to control this cursor. This is such a filler level. Just fly through asteroids, kill the mines.
It's kind of confusing though, because I mentioned that it's like an alternate universe.
I did not know it was an alternate universe. That
I
is
read that.
strange.
Maybe the person I read was lying, but
Like it is, there is no Luke Skywalker mentioned at all in this.
well, the weird thing is that like, because the cloaking crystals play a role in the Thrawn trilogy, which
Okay.
does have Luke Skywalker. But Grand Admiral Thrawn uses some of that technology after in
So
order to
Thrawn
rebuild
trilogy, what's like currently in Mandalorian?
That's
Is that
cut.
what-
It's
what-
like yeah,
what's hinting
it's,
towards? Okay.
that's what it's basically. And like Ahsoka is now gonna have Grand. I don't know if you saw the trailer, but it has Grand Admiral Thrawn in live action now. So I think they're basically doing like a rendition of the Heir to the Empire trilogy,
Okay.
which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean,
'cause
I don't know
we all read
anything
that.
about it. I'm just waiting for Disney to remake this game.
Yeah, I mean, but that was
assume,
the sequel trilogy.
Jedi Survivor is basically a remake of this game, right?
Survivor. yeah.
People have been clamoring for it.
89% accuracy, not bad.
That one, so yeah, you're actually able to control how the ship goes a little bit.
Yeah.
I wonder what's going to happen in Chapter 5, Interceptor Attack.
Broken through the outer perimeter.
I think you might be intercepted
Might
by
be
something.
intercepted.
But here comes the entertainment.
So what's weird is there's two modes when you're flying. You can see outside your ship and you can be in the ship. And depending on which mode you're in, it reverses the direction of your control. So like if I press up, I go down, versus in here, if I
Yeah.
press up, the cursor goes
Oh,
up.
it switches?
Yeah, it switches, and it just really messes with your brain.
What do you prefer? Do you prefer first person or third person?
I think the only way you can really play this is in this mode, because in this mode you can't see
Yeah. Oh yeah.
what you're
your
looking
field
at.
of
The
vision
ship's
is-
like in the way of what you and you can't really control it. Like I think this mode was to show
Yeah.
off that look, we rendered the ship. Like,
Yeah.
isn't that cool? But yeah, the only way you can really play it is in here.
Yeah.
But this also is the least fun way to play it. But even then, like this, you can't really go that far in any direction. You don't have control over your ship. Like, you're still on rails.
Jesus Christ.
That was me revving my Star Wars engine.
Yeah. It's actually the.
What is
it's
oh,
actually
that
the.
was upstairs? Okay.
Yeah. No, it's the 4D experience of the game.
Yeah.
The sound design is just incredible.
Yeah.
But everything else, they spent way too much on the surround sound design.
These are really just kind of like, this is almost very like arcadey kind of thing. Like in an
I was
arcade,
gonna
you
ask,
have,
like, do they have a version of this in an arcade form?
no, not that I know of. Like I said, this was a PC game first. The high score makes you think that maybe they were either considering it, or maybe they even used it. One of the other games that we're gonna play that's kind of a little older than this is Star Wars Arcade on the 32X. And that game looks so primitive compared to this, and it's not that, it's pretty contemporary. So you can see like how like kind of ahead of its time this game was, and also like apparently the previous game looked awful, was unplayable. But
Yeah.
like this is a pretty amazing presentation. That's
from
definitely, I wonder what that's from.
Actually, I think that was from Darth Vader's cockpit in A New Hope.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
Thanks, Reese. You saved me
This
from becoming
That's what it
feels
looked
so
like.
much like a fan
Yes.
making.
I just-
like today
Yeah.
fans could make this, but 90s like you,
Yes.
no one had this kind of video equipment lying around.
That's true. It's so funny. They just all have R2D2s.
I never
It's
noticed
like,
that.
just change the color on one of them.
Oh man.
I wonder where we're going next. Did he forget his lines for a second?
Looks like some kind of word processing plant.
This looks very much like episode 1 thing.
Oh yeah, the
Even though it's not, I mean that's a rock.
the
in
Trade
middle.
Federation
Yeah.
ship.
Take out the cooling system.
Do you think they just have like their script taped in front of them and they're just reading it as they're
It wouldn't surprise me.
So I wonder.
So now we're gonna do another sequence where we're flying in somewhere.
Cool.
Also, there's no friendly fire. I was so worried that I might be able to shoot my own ship when I first played this.
Yeah.
Or shoot my friend's ship, but you can't. You can just blast away.
So those are just mines,
This is.
or what are those?
I'm trying to open this gate by hitting all the red things. So I'm gonna have to just fly through here. I think those are like turrets that are attacking me.
Oh. Like
You
sentry
see those
guns,
little
yeah.
like stormtroopers at the bottom there? When I was going through that gate. Yeah, I'll point them out. I have to fly it again.
I
You have
didn't
to
see
like
them.
do this a few times.
Yeah. Can you kill the stormtroopers? Or?
Yeah, you could feel the video resetting. Because you're
Yeah.
like really just, this is just a video
Just like,
that's playing over
yeah.
and over in the background with just a few 3D elements. Like that fighter in front of me is just another video element. It will be in the same place at the same time every time.
Yeah. Well, you can just see the shots going through them.
Yeah. I gotta get that. Oh, almost. That's the stormtroopers are at the bottom right there.
Oh, okay.
See them? I think actually I did
you
kill them.
I think you
yeah.
killed one. Yeah.
Most of everything you're attacking is like just in front. Did I get that?
So far between this and pod racing, which game do you like better?
What's funny is that like this game, like going through these tunnels, conveys that sense of speed
Yeah.
in the same way that the pod racing game does. Pod racing game is so much more actual fun to play though.
Well, yeah, because you have complete control over your.
Yeah, this is like you're just sitting there pressing a button and moving a cursor around.
Yeah. Pod Racer was 99?
Yeah, it was a lot later. This is another.
This is cool.
Yeah, I mean, like it looks neat. Like this is like, and like we make fun of the CGI now, but like in the 90s, you weren't looking at this being like this
No.
is garbage CGI. Like
No.
this looks freaking awesome.
looks pretty
Also, like on a tube TV, like a lot of the rough edges are lessened. I am getting blown to bits. Oh my goodness. I need to hit this. Whew, did I sneak past with just a tiny bit of... Your shield bar is your life bar, and I barely made it past. Gotta have this Star Wars coming out. I bet this explosion's gonna be amazing. Let's see it. Little bits flying off. All right, not bad, not bad. Ooh, that just ended in a JPEG.
Good shooting, team. Okay.
There's like no debris. The crystals made it.
Yeah, the
visible.
crystals. Yeah.
Preparing for hyperspace. Transferring coordinates from the nav computer.
Oh, there we go. That the Phantom.
Phantom of the Opera. Plot armor right there.
Yeah.
There are definitely moments in this that I think look better than Attack of the Clones, CGI wise.
Well, the bite into the pear, the floating pear, definitely.
I can't tell if they actually get who's the squid guy?
Admiral Akbar.
I can't tell if they're just reusing old footage of Akbar, or if they actually have like a new Akbar. I like these young hot shots.
And the myths about the Triton Triangle made a perfect cover for their tests.
Obviously, with a fleet of such
Obviously.
Darth Vader could devastate our forces with near impunity.
These guys look like they were cast from like from a local high school.
Our intelligence has reported unusually high levels of Imperial fleet activity here. In the vicinity
I think you might be right. I think they may have like
it's just,
cropped him out from the movie.
I think they just took him from...
Wait, is his mouth moving with the...
No, it's not. I was looking at that before. I'm pretty sure they just rotoscope him in from...
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's like, it's a trap. This is like all this stuff from It's a Trap. Yeah. It's like peanut butter, jelly, It's a trap, it's a trap.
Hopefully, countermeasures can be found before it's too late. Rookie 1, are you ready?
Yeah, he just keeps going, like his mouth.
So this is
Is that Rookie 1?
That's Rookie 1. I thought he had...
Who is the guy that I've been the whole time?
Force be with you.
He doesn't look like the guy I've been the whole time.
No, the other guy was like had like black hair or something.
Did I just change characters? I had made a Bond. Okay, so I think we're trying to sneak in now. So now I gotta be a TIE fighter.
So they stole TIE fighters. They're sneaking in. Are they dressed as stormtroopers too?
Oh, there is nothing more 90s than 90s canyons. Like, I love how these canyons look. Oh my god, what is this? I love it.
He doesn't even have...
What?
Wait. Did they just take apart the Rebel helmets?
The Rebels always, you see their face. So even if they're flying a bad guy ship, they take the mask off.
They don't have shields, so they can't take much abuse.
I love how those canyons look. This makes me feel like I'm in Final Fantasy VII.
Canyons definitely went out of style.
Alright, so this TIE fighters are delicate. We learned that in TIE Fighter. There's no shields. So this is another thing where like my ship's being yanked all over the place. Like if it just let me, if you don't see, like I didn't veer into the, oh my gosh. Like I didn't veer into that. It's just like the game's like, oops.
Uh-oh.
So like really you're just trying to like guess where the game's gonna try to force you to go and kind of memorize.
So does it take a lot less time for your health to go down in these?
In the harder, no, this is just normal. In the harder mode, it would.
You didn't even hit anything there.
You can't tell what a hitbox is because you're playing a video with a 3D object in it.
Doesn't even sound like a TIE fighter.
It kind of does. It has that kind of like vacuum cleaner vibe to it. Oh, come on.
Are the little things at the top, the 5 with the rebel sign?
Those are your lives.
Okay.
Yeah, those are your lives. Oh, come on. This feels like very arcadey, and the challenge of like it feels very unfair and very like cool looking, like fun to watch, and not very fun to play all the time. I will say I prefer these ship portions to
the shooting stuff.
The being the little guy shooting stuff is actually I think the best part of the game. It controls horribly, but it's just very charming.
So this is the farthest you've gotten so far?
When I was a kid, I got farther than this, but just for recent practice.
You do the Emperor proud.
I love.
Turn to base.
There's a certain way that Star Wars scripts are written, where it's like these like catchy little lines, or like
catchy is generous. I
or
think.
not. Well,
yeah.
they try to be right, but it's like the way that they're like performing these
I
lines.
gotta insert disc 2. Oh yeah, here we go.
Nice.
Emulation. People developing these emulators are the real heroes.
Got some Y-wings.
All right, we're flight to Imdar.
All systems operational.
Y-wings were just the worst ships in Star Wars. Like every time you play a Y-wing, they're slow.
They bomb. They're good at bombing,
yeah, but give me a TIE bomber any day.
Yeah, I agree. It's an interesting symbol.
What's that thing on his helmet? Yeah.
Do we have to blur that out?
Yeah, that's
All right.
maybe it. Is this another fighting sequence? All right, yeah. Also, like, the Y-wing always had just 2 lasers as opposed to 4. Which is
Yeah,
always a bummer.
yeah. It was so slow at it too. Slow shooting.
This is just basically a repeat. Like,
Yeah.
like I said, this game is a lot of filler. It kind of feels like a bummer this just wasn't just a Star Wars TV show as opposed to a video game at all, but I think a Star Wars TV show would have been a lot bigger commitment.
I will say this though, like I really like, you know, the Star Wars. Some of the Star Wars shows are great. Some of them I'm not a huge fan of, but like I do miss like the pomp and circumstance of like an event of a movie.
Yeah, like it was a numbered entry in a thing.
Yeah.
Like that's what was so exciting about the sequels when they first came out. Like, oh, this is gonna be new, the story is gonna move forward.
It's like a new addition to the Bible.
The TV, it's true. Yeah. Whereas
now it's just like you tune in every week to.
Yeah, now, but like you
see what Baby
also
Yoda
know
does.
the TV show really
Which I
can't
like.
change that much.
Yeah.
Like
Well done, kid. Rookie 1, continue to set me 597.
That's the same guy from
This is
the
as
TIE
far as
Fighter,
we
right?
go.
I can't
The
tell.
lone ship will have a better chance getting through the defense shield.
I'll see you at the rendezvous point after the mission. And force me with
I don't have anything
Cool.
to say about it. Cool story, bro.
No comment.
Oh, we're in hyperspace.
I love when they show hyperspace from outside the ship, because they
Oh man, he's brooding.
rarely do that. Oh, he's not happy. Is that Rookie 1?
I
That looks
think
like-
so.
that looks
He
like-
looks different when
He
he's
does.
in his outfit than when he.
Yeah.
Another asteroid field? I thought I already did an asteroid field. They're getting all the money they can out of these rocks. They're like, we built 3D models of rocks. We're gonna get some. Oh man, get punked by these things.
Do you think he like
So hard to.
doesn't appreciate the call sign Rookie 1? Like, at what point does he become like not Rookie 1?
Well, he's actually, yeah, he's mad about that. He's like, come on, I've been doing this for.
I guess call signs are supposed to be humbling in a way, but
That's why my call sign is guy who sucks 1. No one's friend.
Stinker
2.
Stinker
Yeah.
1.
Stinker 1 would be fine. I would go for that. It's like by the time I can
Yeah, I
get
feel
the
like
cursor over to the side of the screen where something's on, it's like already passed. Oh, come on. There we go.
Nice.
And in TIE Fighter, any level where you were playing against mines, TIE Fighter or X-Wing, like mines were just the absolute worst. They just annihilate you before you. I don't even know where I'm supposed to move the cursor.
It takes so long for the cursor to get to where you're trying to aim.
It's very slow. This is like, but like if you were playing this on a computer, like it would be so easy to just like click exactly where you need to be. Like, I can totally see why people thought this was easy on PC. Apparently, the video and audio is better on the PlayStation than it is on PC, which is kind of unusual, but I don't know if the PC version was just DOS.
Is that usually the opposite?
Yeah, usually like your PC is more advanced than a console, but like this is still early enough in the PlayStation's life where it was probably more advanced. Like PlayStation wasn't really built to be a only 3D machine in a way that it was kind of became later in its life, whereas PC was just always, especially after Windows 95, was getting really powerful with 3D graphics. But yeah, apparently this one's the reason why we're playing the PlayStation version is, whoa, what is this?
This feels like Dagobah.
That looks like an artist painting of Dagobah. That person didn't even look real. Whoa.
Is this Imdar or whatever?
It's so weird. It does look like Dagobah.
Even the
yeah,
it's the same
that
music
background,
too.
yeah. Who is that?
Rookie 1?
I don't think I've ever played this far into the game before.
Ooh, speeder bikes, sweet.
Oh, this is probably gonna be a nightmare to control. She looks very bored for being on a speeder bike.
How'd you end up on Imdar?
After the Battle of Yavin, I was assigned here to monitor Imperial activity.
Alone?
Something fishy going on.
She's very good. She's very good.
No, they just didn't really like her very much.
Yeah.
They're just like,
Now, I think I can get his transportation on a cargo shuttle.
I like that they're just wearing the Endor costumes.
What are those hats anyways? Are those supposed to like protect your head? Are they like bicycle helmets?
Yeah, I think they're just helmets. Infantry helmets. I don't know. I never understood. They're being chased by that
This is gonna
bat
be
thing.
a nightmare. Oh, I don't want to do this at all.
What?
Oh god, I gotta shoot too. I can't even tell what's in the foreground and what's in the background.
It does feel very similar to the way they shot the speeder bike scene in Return of the Jedi, though.
This is actually an actor simulation. Oh, this is... I bet this would be more cinematic with the music playing right now.
It's so
But they
quiet.
really need some engine noise to do.
Or even like forest noises or something.
Yeah. I can't tell if I should be shooting those guys or not.
He's blew up.
I don't
like how the
know.
animals blow up.
Like when I just suddenly run against a wall, that is all the game's doing. This feels very somber.
It's very
killing mushrooms. I don't understand why I'm doing this. I guess we're going somewhere. If I heard what she said, I probably know, but... Everybody loves video games that are all about not touching the walls. That's the gameplay loop that really gets kids these days is don't let your vehicle touch the invisible wall. So are speeder bikes just on all kinds of planets, or is this just...
Yeah, I think it's a... I
like
think
a
you could
general
use it
mode of
anywhere.
transportation?
I don't think it's just reserved for Endor. But I think aren't they like speeder bikes like are Imperial? Right?
Are they? I have no idea.
Well, I guess anybody could use them.
Oh my goodness.
You did good.
I feel like I'm gonna like sweat through my shirt.
Well, you did have 14 errors. But I think that's just like the bumps in the wall. Like
Yeah.
a Lambda class.
This is really hitting a lot of Return of Jedi beats.
Just leave that to me.
She seems barely there.
But her eyes like she's definitely not like talking to him, so they like look unfocused. Wait, did they just steal that without us?
Yeah, man, not good. I told you, she's running the whole planet by herself.
How long do you think before those guards come to?
They'll be out for at least a few hours. That's odd. These are the right coordinates. Where is it?
It's probably
Shuttle
invisible.
Control. This is Supply Shuttle Epsilon 4. Request clearance.
I wonder if it's
from
cloaked.
Lord. Transmitting.
I love that button. If my car had a button like that, I'd be pressing it all the time.
Whoa.
Copy that control. Epsilon out.
I think it's called the Terror.
Oh, yeah?
This ship's name, yeah.
Man, inside of Star Destroyers always looks awesome. That's some of
It's
the
so
best
cool.
like design that Star Wars ever did.
Oh yeah. The floor, the
glossy floor.
yeah.
You would not imagine how many stormtroopers need to polish that all day.
That's what the Empires. They're efficient. They're efficient.
Oh, look at this crazy lighting.
So far, so good.
That's some like work when they were
Yeah.
doing green screen with special lighting on it.
By the Emperor's proudest. Sounds good to me. Are you ready?
In Star Wars tradition, one person will somehow be able to kill like 1,000,000 soldiers.
Wait, the back of her helmet doesn't have the. It's missing some of the paint job on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought that was just like the light on it. Man, their feet looks like they're floating 10 feet off the ground.
I love how green they look.
This is a restricted area. Where are your clearances?
We've been ordered to search the area for any intruders.
I've heard no such orders. Under whose authority?
Hey, you can't do that.
Hey.
Oh, I love these CGI boxes.
Oh, yes, they're so good. It's weird how like the CGI veers from like amazing to bad, like
Yeah.
it almost at random, like how much the detail is. All right, am I shooting now? All right, yeah.
What kind of stance is that?
Power stance, baby. So the best way, especially in harder modes, the best way to like beat these levels is to just leave your cursor on one of them,
Yeah.
and there's just a set amount of guys to kill.
Oh.
And you just keep killing the guy that shows up in the same spot until he doesn't appear anymore,
Poor guy.
and then you kill the other two.
Yeah.
Because if you keep trying to bounce between them, you will die. The easy mode like really takes the fun out of these parts.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I don't like about easy mode. Like, these parts aren't nearly as good, but
So
you're not playing this game because it's the most fun game you've ever played. And we walk to another corner and load. All right. All right, where are my boys? Man, this controlling that stupid cursor.
Man. This alternate universe has a lot better stormtroopers.
I mean, they're still not killing me, whereas one shot kills them. It takes like 10 shots to kill me.
You think George Lucas ever plays the games?
I don't know. I would say no. I can't imagine him. Like, I'm sure, like, somebody comes to his office and is like, hey, George, check this out, and, like, plays
Yeah.
for him, and he's like,
Oh.
all right.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, look at that CGI palace right there. All right, I think this will be the last level we'll play.
Cool. So no.
Where's
Was that the only Vader cutscene that we saw, or are there more?
I don't know. I haven't really played this far into the game before. I think I was missing the second disc. Like,
Oh.
I think I lost it.
You're like,
so
this
I don't
game-
think I ever played the second disc.
You're like, this game is like has some Act 3 problems.
Oh man, I got 1 bit of health left. I can't. Oh,
Uh-oh.
I got 0 bits of health left.
Oh man.
Whoa.
Drive by.
Did not.
Oh, they just threw.
Oh, they threw a. That is one thing in this that since I haven't died, there are like videos of you dying and all these different things. I was wondering when they were gonna have to throw bombs that would keep you from
Some thermal detonators.
There's a reason why this kind of control scheme never caught on. I love that when you shoot walls and stuff, it leaves little
Yeah, I
marks.
was gonna
That's
say.
like a cool touch. What am I supposed to shoot?
I think the guys flying by on those. Yeah. They
How
do.
can I shoot that stupid thing? This is where the fun begins.
What is this? What is this like on hard mode? I only have a certain amount.
How are you supposed to shoot that thing? How is this not considered the greatest game ever made? What is? I can't.
Okay, I truly do not. And it's not like you can't.
There's some like.
You can't just leave your cursor there because they like
Yeah.
change. I don't think it did anything.
Oh, you have to
Oh.
hit all 3 bombs. Maybe? I wonder if there's just something on the screen I need to hit. I don't know how you can hit that. Now, this is the real experience playing the game. So I practiced this game, so we didn't have any like moments like this earlier in the game. But there are moments like this earlier in the game where you're like, I just don't understand
There you go. Keep going.
how
Keep
I'm
going.
supposed to play.
Well, you hit all 3 of them, so I don't know.
I've shot it 1,000 times. You know what? I think this is a good place to need to wrap this up. So Alex, having played this lovely game, or watched me play some of
Watching
it,
you play the game.
what, oh, these blow up. Oh, okay, those,
What was it?
it's the bridge. You had to shoot the bridge.
Oh.
Duh. How did you not know to shoot the bridge?
Because it fell and made another bridge.
Yeah, now.
Duh.
So yeah, is this a game you would recommend to people?
I mean,
It's a game that you want to play.
It's fun. I honestly like. I kind of just want to. Like the gameplay is pretty basic.
Yeah.
Like if I were playing this, I like fully through. I would do it just to see the other cutscenes.
Oh, yeah.
That's like
I think honestly, this isn't necessarily a game that you need to seek out I think if you love Star Wars, this is an excellent game to seek out as just something to watch.
Yeah.
Not as something to play. If you're more into like the video game aspect of it, you can skip this. Like this is not super exciting video game experience, but it really is fun to see 90s era Star Wars before the prequels. Like this is some of the only content that comes between the prequels and the original movies. Like this is it.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. I would. Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Docking maneuvers complete. Alpha controller waits your command.
He's definitely looking at him.
And our unwelcome guests.
We've temporarily lost.
Put all decks on red alert. Double the search patrols. There'll be no one to stop us this time.
Yes, Lord.
Our heroes look all the sewer. Of course we gotta go in a sewer.
Not even the trash compactor?
Oh, now we're CGI. Whoa.
Whoa.
Now that looks like Clone Wars right there.
They're following us.
Whoa, what is this?
It's like night vision?
Yeah.
Stink vision?
And
Whoa. Or heat, like,
the night vision.
not even night vision, it's like thermal.
I am impressed that the game pulled out some sort of gimmick in the second disc, probably in the later half of the second disc, that no one will ever play. I love those little scan lines. What is the Star Wars language? What is that? Those little...
It's called Arabesque.
Good. Move on.
Oh.
It's called what?
Arabesque? Or, Arabesque?
No, wait.
Yeah.
This way. I have a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, Arabesque. No, Arabesque.
I said I have a bad feeling about this. Isn't that a Star Wars
You
thing?
gotta have that in, yeah, you have to have that in every Star Wars.
I like that you leave little red marks where you shoot. That's a fun touch. I bet when people were making this game, they were like, this is going to be what the people are going to lose their minds over this game.
Yeah. Oh no, Arabesh. I don't know. It's one of those things.
All right. Well, I think, like I said, we can't beat the whole game because it's just about the first hour. But
how much like gameplay is there?
I think there's only a few levels left. Let me look at I think you can see the stage selection. So these are all the different chapters.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's 16 chapters total.
There's only 4 left, I guess. We got through a lot.
So yeah, you can get through quite a bit of the game pretty fast. There's not a ton of replay value in this game. Once you've watched it, you've seen the game. That's
right.
It's like watching a fun little fan film. But
well,
yeah.
I'm definitely gonna go on YouTube later and watch the rest of this.
Check it out.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's been all the Star Wars games. I think next episode we're gonna be checking out a new Star Wars game for a change.
Brand new. Yep. Hopefully, Jedi Survivor, the sequel to Fallen Order.
Which Alex is the one with experience with the newer games, so he's gonna be playing instead of me, and I'm very glad because I was sweating through this one.
Yeah.
I think I need a break for the next one. So
yeah,
you're gonna have to play that game totally fresh. The eyes.
I'm not gonna have any. I won't be able to practice. Yeah.
No, yeah, you won't be able to.
But
I mean, you won't be able
we'll
to practice with the original game.
I guess that's true.
Yeah.
Which I had so much trouble with to begin with. It's not.
No,
easy
you're
game,
an expert. You're
I mean, I'm an
good.
expert.
He's got it. He's good.
But yeah, so thanks for hanging out with us once again.
Yeah, like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and I'm sure there's something that people say with Star
next
Wars.
time.
With the Force being with you or something. I don't know.
Something with a Force and being with you.
Now that's a Force.